As I'm making this video, I wish that I could be in Kentucky and be a part of the funeral in live action. The second best is to leave a video expressing my sorrow and my appreciation for the life of my grandmother. When Dad told me that Grandma had taken a turn for the worst, it was kind of odd to think about. When Dad told me that she had passed away, it was kind of weird, for me at least. I'd gotten used to thinking of her in a kind of timeless way, not really present, but still with us. When she passed away, it kind of confirmed what had been slowly suggested for the past couple of years, that she was going to die. Now that she is no longer with us, a rush of feelings are released into my conscious mind. In her later years, Grandma wasn't Grandma. The Grandma that I know, that I remember, and I cherish was a symbol of family, of love, of care, and of community. When I think back to the time I spent with Grandma in good health, a feeling of warmth always accompanies any activity that I shared with her. Whether picking blueberries, making blueberry cobbler, sitting in Grandma's lap as she read me children's stories, it's all blended together with a touch of warmth, love, and home. These feelings run deep for me. I'm still touched every time I think about how Grandma taught me how to make pasta, or how she never ever got mad at me, no matter how much I bothered her or acted up. Even though she hasn't been with us for a while, I feel her loss immediately. Knowing that she was going to die is not the same as not having her with us anymore. It speaks a lot of her, that even though she wasn't able to communicate and interact with us, that her loss is felt immediately. It brought me comfort and a sense of connectedness to my family knowing that she was still with us. Even though she is in a better place, I'm sad having to confront that she is no longer here. I love my grandmother. I think ever since she started to slip away from being conscious, I slowly stopped appreciating her. It's not something I would ever do on purpose. It's just that my grandmother, when alive and well, was such a wonderful and loving person. I hate the idea of appreciating her for who she was in her last days. I will always maintain the image of her that I have when she was alive and well. When I think of my grandmother, I think of her warm bear hugs that she gave me when our family had just arrived in Kentucky to visit her. I think of her sense of humor that she had when she found out that I was hoarding unwanted vegetables underneath her tablecloth in Kentucky in her home. I think of the stories of my dad when he was a young boy that she told me, the wisdom that she had in all things related to life. It's beautiful for me to maintain that image of my grandmother, maintaining a garden, her home, her animals, and more than anything, being the cornerstone of a family that was built in love.